So today we harvested the luffa in the last video, and now we're going to process or get the luffa ready.
Nice
This is just day one, technically two. I let the luffa sit for a couple of days, and I'm filling up a tub with water so we can wash all the sap off of it. From what I was doing in my research, since my luffa is green and wouldn't ripen on the vine, is we already had our first frost. It would have killed the vines. What we have to do is hit or whack the luffa hard enough to break the outside shell, and then to expose the foam or the sponge on the inside. And I will warn you that the sap that it has is really sweet. When I was doing this, I had a lot of wasps come and just landing on myself and the loofahs trying to get the sap. But it is very messy, and that's the sponge, and the sap is really sticky and it bubbles like soap. Basically, when you're done peeling the outside rind off, then you try to get all the sap out as much as you can. So you do one side, and then you're going to flip it and do the other side. Now this one has a little bit of browning on it, but from my research, there's no need to worry about that. I can bleach it. So we'll try that as well. And then here they are soaking in a tub of soapy water. I dumped it out and filled the tub a couple of times, and I almost got all the sap out of them. So they'll stay in this overnight, and tomorrow we shall see what happens to them and how to hang them up. Here I'm just showing you the two containers that I'm going to use to put the berries in. I do have berries on the back of my house, but I think I'm going to put the blackberries and the raspberries here towards this side. They get a lot of sun. The other area where I have my berries are maxed out. So I'm going to use these two planters that I got on clearance 2 years ago, because I think they'll be big enough to house the berries for now. Here I ended up having to put some cinnamon in the planters just because they were full of ants. The new soil that I brought in a whole new colony, and I find that just dropping some cinnamon in there seems to kill them or make them move on. Now the berry plants that I got, one of them was a blueberry, a different kind than the blueberries that I showed you in the last video that I have. So I'm hoping that one takes better than the one that's stunted. If it does, I'm going to get rid of the stunted one, sanitize the pot, and put something else in there. But I bought just your general red raspberry, and I decided to try bulbs. Now, I have been planting bulbs for 3 years and they always rot out on me. I've tried in the ground, I've tried different planters, I've tried putting a whole bunch of leaves on them, but I have not given up yet, and I'm not going to give up until hopefully I can successfully grow bulbs. So here, I bought like a scent collection that they have that you're supposed to plant in the fall. And I decided, you know what? The raspberry plant's going to go dormant, and if these bulbs take and bloom next year, they're going to do it before the raspberry even wakes up. So that's what I'm doing here, is just planting them. I'm not sure what they are. They're some type of fragrant tulip, and I think little mini hyacinths. So I'm hoping it's really pretty. They're cream and the shade of light pink. So if it does take, it would be a pretty show when there's no color yet. And then back behind there, I planted a thornless blackberry. Now, I bought a clearance blackberry. All my berry plants are clearance. I always buy them clearance. I don't pay full price. The one that I got last year for clearance, I rescued it. I thought it was dead. It sprouted a couple of branches this year, so I'm going to give it some time. And this one's obviously a bigger one. So I'm hoping that this one will take and produce berries. The biggest fight I'm going to have this year is every winter I either have rabbits eating everything down or deer. Those are my two main culprits. And here in this next slide is what they look like. I went ahead and took the little straps that were holding them to the stakes off so they could breathe. And I will give you an update in a couple of weeks how they went dormant, and also how we're going to secure them against the rabbits and stuff. Where we live, we can't put like a little fence that you normally do, so we have to do something temporary that looks nice. So we'll just have to see what happens there. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this short little video. I'll be uploading tomorrow what we're doing with the loofah, how we're drying it, how we're going to hang it and cut it, and hopefully we get some loofah sponges this year. It's so exciting. Remember guys, the loofahs were 3 years of trying. So if you want to give up in your gardening journey, I recommend that you don't, and just keep trying new things, different things, same things. Here I planted 2 irises, so we're going to see if those take as well. But this is the little new berry area. Have a good day. Adios.